Alright, Hannibal, Season 2, Episode 2.
Previously on Hannibal.
Light from friendship won't reach us for 1,000,000 years.
That's a proper childish line. I like it though. This is grim. Oh. This is so like grotesque. Ah. Just got to circle back around to his truck. Oh my god. It's like you're not getting my skin.
I don't know who I am anymore, and I'm afraid.
So Will's gonna play along now.
Or believing that you did it.
Hannibal isn't responsible, Will. And neither are you.
I trusted you.
Let me help you.
I need your help.
So I reckon Will's playing along there. But what I was gonna say, the gore and the gruesome stuff in the first season, they really went all out with it. Like there was sculptures and totem poles of people and all sorts. And it got to a point where it was like I was desensitized to it because it was like, oh, that's a bit much. Yeah. I saw through you, Will. But that a bit of gore at the beginning there was intense. It was good. It was done really well. Because it was a traumatic and mental scene, but it wasn't overdone. It was like, it was effective.
Oh, what a pleasant surprise. I'm curious what couldn't wait until our next session.
I am no longer your therapist. I have reached the limit of my efficacy. I don't believe I can help you. I am simply ending our patient-psychiatrist relationship.
A lot of Hannibal, even these sort of straight cut scenes, feel like a fever dream. Like, if you're British, you might know the comedy series Jam. The dialogue comes through a bit like that sometimes to me.
I have begun to question your actions.
Did you share these questions with Jack Crawford?
No, I would look just as guilty as you. But perhaps...
Smug look. Ooh.
I've had to draw a conclusion. You are dangerous.
He asked for my help.
Then maybe you deserve each other.
Lived alone, disappeared from home, had a large dose of heroin in his system.
Whatever his imperfection, it was enough to aggravate the killer into tearing him down.
Excuse me.
Doctor, join me over here.
Hannibal being a bumbling rookie.
What if it isn't what they have in common? What if it's what makes them different? Could be like a color palette.
Didn't Hannibal say that last episode? Am I going mental?
Supposed to see color, Jack. That may be all this killer has ever seen in his fellow man.
Oh, it will Will, won't it? Yeah.
Fascinating insight, Miss Katz. As if Will Graham himself were here in the room.
Will said it to her and she passed it on. Alright. My memory is terrible. It was literally today.
Shut your mouth. Is there a reason you didn't come to me before you decided to go talk to him?
You put me in an awkward position, Jack. And if you had gone like you wanted, I wouldn't have had to. Why didn't you?
If he's a psychopath, it's because everything in my gut is wrong.
I think he still wants to save lives, that's what I think.
I'm under the microscope.
If you don't want me to go back, I won't.
We
didn't have this conversation. Do you know what your job is?
Yes, I do.
It's gonna be a problem. Nice bit of transition there.
Select patients have taken to urinating on the therapists.
I would argue drawing a line might encourage a pissing contest.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Pull up your chair.
Just pisses on him straight away.
I hope our friendship feels closer today. You threatened me with the reckoning. Whatever you remember, if you do remember, will be a distortion of reality. What did you see in the pictures?
Each body is a brushstroke. He's making a human mural.
Why does he do it?
He's missing pieces too.
Few sandwiches short of a picnic as our kid, apparently.
I'm gonna need something in return.
There are things you don't have. I can talk to the chief of staff.
I want a room with a view. A window.
Word. He's gossipy that way.
Did he just say the doctor's name and I missed it because I was being stupid?
I want you to ignore all the evidence against me. How many colors will this killer add to his box of crayons? Strike it from your mental record. Start over.
I'll keep looking.
Give me the file, I'll tell you what I think.
I want him to just proper lean into it and start like... I know that's meant to be Hannibal, but be funny.
Looks fairly well preserved, all things considered. Did Roland Umber have priors with substance abuse? Had a high tolerance for opiates. He tore himself free. Roland Umber got away.
Got away from where?
Someplace abandoned, upstream from where the body was found, really close to the water. What did Hannibal Lecter have to say about Mr. Umber?
He thinks the killer tore him down.
That may be what he said, not necessarily what he thinks.
I was thinking, why was Hannibal so off? Like, was that on purpose? Is it because he wants to find the guy himself? Oh, I guess so. So is it... Because I was thinking he was wanting to step into Will's shoes doing that for his own, like, ego or obsession with Will. But is he just going to go in there and try and throw him off while he sort of Dexters him? Imagine Hannibal walking towards her in that plastic suit. It's a scary image, to be honest. That's mad.
Hello.
Just straight says hello.
I love your work.
I wasn't expecting that. Hello. So what's he gonna do? Oh.
You and Will Graham are a good team. Just went upstream from where the body was found until we had corn.
You might want to prepare yourself. You've never seen anything like this.
I'm sure I haven't.
Hello. Is this killer got to be stitched in with him or something?
What did it look like from above? Fascinating. Is the killer looking at God?
Maybe it's some sick existential crisis.
This could be his beginning and or his end. Those in the world around him are a means to an end.
Graham was a means to an end. I used him to do what I was driven to do.
Everyone just steals Hannibal's lines.
Knowing that Will descended into such savage behavior has changed the way that I see him. It's the guilt of watching all these other lives fall apart based on what I did.
You miscalculated.
I failed. I look at my friend and I see a killer. I'm failing to reconcile those two things. Why am I looking at this man?
Stitch patterns on John Doe 21 match Roland Umber.
What happened to his leg?
He changed colors mid-brushstroke.
Took himself a leg.
What did Dr. Lecter say? There was never supposed to be a reflection. How did he find his faith?
Some nice light in there as well. But yeah, it's hilarious.
I think perhaps this should be our last conversation on the subject of Hannibal Lecter. I feel it would be irresponsible.
Irresponsible.
Raising suspicion.
I can only help Hannibal if I'm feeling secure emotionally. I hope you understand.
I'm not sure I do. Maybe Hannibal can help you resolve these issues. He is very good.
Obviously, I cannot control whether or not the FBI contacts me. I can only tell you what I told Hannibal. I prefer that you don't.
What would Jack say?
I'm devoting a lot of time to this mural, Will. Could use your help.
I thought I would just checking her out then.
In the 19th century, it was wrongly believed that the last image seen by the eyes of a dying person would be fixed on the retina.
Wonder how much of this is digital cloning and how much of it is actual practical models. I think maybe it's all practical models, but for that overhead shot, they might just extend it a bit artificially.
I am fixed and unseeing unless someone else sees me.
If he figures out that Hannibal was there, I'm calling box.
One of these things just doesn't belong. Who are you? Why are you so different from everyone else? You are not my design.
I do like the design of that. It is creepy as well.
Killing must feel good to God, too. He does it all the time.
Killer is in the mural.
What happened to his leg?
Whoever sewed him in took a piece of him as a trophy.
As a main course.
In the resurrection, Piero della Francesca placed himself in the fresco. Your placement should be much more meaningful. When your great eye looked to the heavens, what did it see?
There is no God.
Certainly not with that attitude. Your eye will now see God reflected back. If God is looking down at you, don't you want to be looking back at him?
So, I mean, Hannibal technically did a nice thing there. Got rid of a killer, helped the killer, or helped someone who was struggling theologically to find God.
The point of the trial isn't so much whether or not you did it, it's whether or not you knew what you were doing.
Good guy all around.
Dr. Bloom is hard at work on your unconsciousness defense. As you can imagine, she's not popular. Our point of view is that you were already a murderer. If you plead guilty, I personally will see to it that you're comfortable here. I'm trying to save your life.
I guess I'll have to save my own life.
I know this is like obviously a really fictionalized, dramatized version of this sort of event, but can't imagine if you really are innocent in that situation, because they will put pressure on you to avoid the trial, to avoid the death penalty and stuff. And if you were truly innocent, but you didn't believe that they were going to find any evidence to prove it, that must be terrifying.
My name is Bedelia de Maurier.
Uh-oh.
I've heard so much about you, I feel I almost know you.
You don't?
It may be small comfort. Hannibal has done what he honestly believes is best for you. You can survive this happening to you.
What's going on here?
I believe you.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The Maurier going all rogue and flying the ointment. Just gonna have to go. Just gonna have to go. Who's he on to now? Is he going to do it now? Oh, so she's gonna say, she said that to Will and then she's gonna turn up on a dinner plate.
You are dangerous.
Oof. You're messing up, Scully. Gonna turn up dead. Well, that was a good episode. Enjoyed that one a lot. Nice bit of development. I'm getting back into it again. Looking forward to the next one.